Welcome to this new series where I'll be talking about some of the prospects eligible for the 2021 draft. We're going to start with some of the top prospects and with William Eklund, one of my favorite forward in this draft. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of his shifts. So I've downloaded a game of his and I'm going to just let it roll and talk over it. So William Eklund wears number 72 in this game, in all games with his Swedish team. This is really good with Eklund, and you see this again and again in his play. So the puck comes to him. He sees that he has someone coming up to him, so he immediately realizes that he won't have the time and space to make this play and just pumps it to his teammate that he knows is accelerating behind him. He just knows what his teammates are doing, their routes, what they're likely to do all the time. And then he follows the play, rushes the net because he anticipates, once again, like bumps this thing, and then rushes as fast as he can because he anticipates that his teammate is going to try and send this puck on the goalie's pads, and it's going to rebound in the slot for him. So already there's some other things to talk about. Eklund is really good about managing space and finding just tight seams to set up as a shooter. Already, you see him pop open, he just opens up his hips, going to Mohawk and creates a seam for shooting. He's a bit too close to the D in this one, but he didn't have much time to set up. Still, he could almost make a play on the spot, and then he sees the play go to the other side of the ice and rushes the net because he anticipates the shot. Puck comes back in the defensive zone. He's going to swing to be an option on breakout. This is so projectable. We're going to spend this whole game rewinding, but it's for a good reason. Shoulder check. He knows this puck is coming to him, so he shoulder checks. I guess he could have stopped and create a bit more spacing between him and the pinching forward, but he managed to bump this play anyway to his teammate. So when you're in these kinds of situation as a winger on the board, what you have to do is just make the play. It doesn't really matter the cleanliness of it or how good the pass is, as long as you bump it to the neutral zone. When you have pressure on your back, your teammate is supposed to be able to catch that puck and then rush it up the ice. And those board plays, wingers have to do them a lot in the NHL. And Eklund is already pretty good at it because of his scanning habits. He knows his outlets, he knows his pressure, and he has pretty good touch to just make one-touch passes. Did you see that? It doesn't matter that much, but I still like when players do this. Oh, shoulder check as he enters the zone. Gets his pressured, doesn't over back check. He's not distracted by the puck. He realizes that next play is going to be a high pass and just holds his spot. Eklund isn't the best defensive player, but he has so many great habits. He's a full package for me. I mean, that package might not be as high end as some of the top prospects we've seen coming through the recent drafts, but he's a really good prospect. Another shift. This is a wall play, one of the strengths of Eklund generally. Just knows his options. When he gets gloves on, he moves the puck quickly. And was that a pick? I think it was. Look at it. That's so incredible. Such an advanced fly. Some NHL players don't even do this. Like, you can tell that he knows what his teammates are going to do, where the play is headed next, and how to complement those plays. Nice pass to the slot. Maybe you could have made that pass just a beat quicker, or half a second quicker. But at this point, like, it's really nitpicking. Although that's what we've been doing this whole time. He has to find this breakout. Oh, look at that. It didn't create that much space for him, but one of the best things about Eklund is feel for pressure. So what is that? It's knowing where defenders are on your back and how to shake them. So knowing if they're on your outside or inside shoulder, and what kind of moves you can make to create separation and space to make a play. So he feels this defender coming in on his inside shoulder, skate fake. The defender turns his feet, or the forechecker in this case, and then he created a bit of space. Ultimately, it wasn't enough, but it was still a very projectable skill. Really like that. Because, again, in scouting, we're not interested in what's happening in the game. We're just interested in projectable skills. Because add a few years to that move, more speed a bit, and better support even. And I think he finds that breakout. 2-0, it's pretty easy, but nice posture. So you want to speed up that shot as much as you can. So takes just one stride, goes in line, and then nice shot placement too. He realizes the goalie is going to have to move laterally, because this is surely a pass. So what happens when a goalie moves laterally? He opens up his 5-hole. So instead of trying to roof this, he just aims between the legs and scores. That's just quick thinking, like some great learned skills and habits. He knows what's going to happen, and he can take advantage of it. So he was F1, comes back with energy still. Again, look at him shoulder checking. Make sure he has the right angle. So this is one of the problems with Eklund's defense a bit, but you see this even in the NHL. Head straight at the defenseman is not even shooting yet, and he goes into a blocking position, which makes Eklund easy to manipulate. Like, the defenseman just shifts his weight to his left, and Eklund is beat. Nice intervention. So he's very low because puck is below the goal line, and that's the system his team plays. So he's responsible for defending passes to the slot. Rolando wins possession, but he's right on his man, prevents the shot, knocks him down, and then throws the puck into a safe area before moving up ice. That's great. That's great on multiple levels. Shoulder checks. Sees a space. Knows he has time to manipulate this defender. So he fakes a pass inside. Oops. Goes around him. And then he has... Okay, most players in this circumstances, in this situation, they fire the goalie or attempt a cross-ice pass, because they're probably going to want to use the goalie's pad to create a rebound to their other teammate who's attacking at 45 degree. But Eklund, without looking too much, because he's deceptive, he knows he has another option behind him. It's a difficult pass to make, but I think he manages it. Look at... he treads this to three players, and it gets perfect on the tape of his teammate. And it's a shot. That go in, incredible. One of the best plays I've seen from a prospect this season. Not much going on. He's just helping his defenseman get out of zone. Another. Look at this. So expulsion Nerval, but Eklund isn't the fastest player, so creating separation right now against professional players, it's a bit hard for him. So instead, he knows he's cut off. He could reverse this puck to his defenseman, but he likes to make play himself. Again, he feels forechecker on his back, turns at the right moment, creates a bit of separation, and then due to his pretty good skating form still, so he has his knees bent, he's hinging toward the forechecker too, has the puck in a good position, he's low. So even if the defender on the forechecker tries to push him away from the puck, he's not able to. He only pushes Eklund into space. So he creates separation this way. So turns at the right time, attacks the puck is out of reach. The only thing that the forechecker can do is push him, and he just uses that push as a way to create momentum and separation. Very projectable skill to the NHL. Love to see that. Again, like, I know these are details, but I just love a prospect who really builds a mental map of the ice. So the other team just picked up this puck. Eklund is already short checking. He wants to know the option of the other guy because he wants to cut the pass. He wants to pressure him. He wants to deny his options. He's really engaged in the play. He wants to know what's going to happen every time. It's a switch in coverage. Manages it. Doesn't have to do it too much. But again, he's at risk. Yeah, see this. It's just slight details in his spacing, the way he approaches opponents that getting the top of the zone. So he's always a bit imbalanced, and he overshoots in his block attempts or steal attempts, and then he gets beat. It doesn't matter too much because the players are still at the top of the zone. They're not all that threatening, but he has to approach them with more controlled speed, posture, not go into a blocking position too early. These are details. He's going to learn that. Like, it won't be hard to teach. Again, a ton of shorter checks. He just explodes up ice as soon as his team has a chance to exit. Body positioning. Teammate gets a puck, he's gone. And then instead of just reaching for that puck, he makes the play on the defender, goes shoulder to shoulder, wins that puck, and then turns into space, separating. And he probably is going to have trailing options to hit. Exactly what happened. This is so awesome. There are not many players in this class that are truly exciting to watch, where you can pick something interesting every shift. But Eklund is definitely one of them. The hard skills like puck protection, the small area game, is going to thrive in the NHL, I think. Because the NHL game is a small area game. Unless you have like really above average skating speed, quickness, and all of that, where you can always find space. Oh, okay, I'm talking over a video, but let's rewatch that. Okay, he misses that puck. Again, I might be tired of it, but I'm going to point it out every time because it's so important. Misses that puck. What does he do? Does he focus on the puck in the corner? No. He's watching his option, where pressure is going to come from, so that he can instantly manipulate it and get away from it on first touch. Again, no. Okay, he missed that one, but this is pretty cool still. So he misses that puck, short check, beats that defender, attracts his second one, and he doesn't try to squeeze between the second defender and the board by going down the goal line. He opens himself up, just slightly, trying to turn the feet of the defender again. He misses that one. It was a pretty hard play to execute. I guess he could have kept his back to defender too. That would be another way to solve this, but I like his ideas. And he's pretty young still. I know he's one of the older players in the draft class, but having all of these skills at that age, maybe I just like smaller skills too much. Who knows? Another pretty decent defensive sequence. So he's like F3 in that sequence. He registers his check. Again. That might have been one short check too many, but it's really nitpicky. And he's just in the lane. It's super hard for the other team to make plays. And defense is influencing, right? It's not just like cutting plays. Just by being there, by having the right speed, standing in the right, or I guess skating in the right spot, you remove options for your position. Like, it makes the play of the defender who's actually on the puck carrier easier, because that puck carrier has no option. What do you want him to do? He can't do anything. Just try a bank pass, I guess. And so probably in his team system, it's not him who has to follow that defender in the corner, that opponent, sorry, in the corner. He just lets his teammate have him, and he reloads high. So thank you for watching. This was hopefully the first of a series of videos on top prospects.